everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Patriots coming in at 4-10, going up against the Texans, who come in at 10-4. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
In the offense last week, they had things. Humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They'll be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner and #1 overall pick from Oklahoma. It's Sam Bradford.
And Sam Bradford, he has touch and accuracy, and he has it in bushels. This guy is amazing. If you watch him throw 7-on-7 or watch him throw routes versus air, the ball hardly ever hits the ground. He's absolutely a receiver's dream when going out for a pass.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Ooh, with a juke. Evades the tackler, and now some space. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Bradford on 2nd down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Bradford on 1st down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
I got to this side. I got to this side. We got 3. We got 3. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And, of course, the defense is going to accept this penalty. This is Lewis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They try again with Lewis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Off the play fake, Bradford. He's got time in the pocket. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? the guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Following the flag, 1st and 20 now.
Detroit! 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 Now let's go! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gun!
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down, Bradford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Rob Gronkowski, he's the cowbell of this offense.
So good that you just can't call him a tight end. You call him a special receiver. Can often line up on the backside of a formation and be the primary target. And no one has more fun in this league than Gronk.
12 yards to go on 3rd down. They slot Gronkowski out right. On 3rd down, Bradford finding time. Look at the time. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory.
Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
3rd and long for Bradford. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jones. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out.
And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. He won't go down. Spinning again. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Their dangerous wide receiver, 95 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Texans are going to have a first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back to throw now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
After the penalty, it's Miller. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 14 apiece is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Dante Hightower. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of they're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
And now we get a look at the captain of this offense heading back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Finding Gabriel complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Coney Ely. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Holding, defense.
Gronkowski, slot left. They'll run it now out of the gun. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Bradford. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 1st and 10, Bradford. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And the defense will accept this penalty and force the offense back.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
From the gun, Bradford. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. Off the play fake. Bradford. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it.
Offense. A penalty is declined.
Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Jones on the return. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. It's caught left side by Cooks. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. A first down throw for Bradford. He's got time. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Now Bradford surveying the field and seeing nowhere to throw. He chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
On third down, Bradford. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Patriots coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were in bounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing, Bradford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
It dialed up the screen.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now out come the Patriots. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got some space here. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Final play of the half. Bradford into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Patriots are having trouble slowing down the passing game. The Texans, though, should be credited because they showed last week they can pass the ball very well. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Patriots lined up at the 10. Bradford's completion is made out of the gun. And that goes as a 10-yard touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Down to the middle of the first. Here the pass would be completed into coverage. And a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. Texans tied up at 7. They take it at the 33-yard line. Pass will be completed to the sidelines. And he's going to go 67 yards for the score. They go up by 1. Texans set up for the kickoff. The return will start from the 4, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. We move late into the second. Patriots tied up at 14. The catch in traffic made by Cooks. And 53 yards later, he'll go in for the score. Still late in the first half. The deep ball is on target here, and this play goes for a score. Staying late in the second. Texans go up by 15. The blocking here will free up the run, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 42-yard line. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Gillette Stadium for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Miller, the lone setback. He'll come out throwing here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction, but maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now, he's hugging them.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Everyone's got 4 down. Here we go now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Bradford on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So not the same performance here that we saw a week ago. After the game, we were talking about it. He was hitting on all cylinders. That's just not the case here.
I know usually on the ride to the airport, we're talking about so many other things, but we were so locked into how well he had played. Sharp throwing the football, made the right decisions on when to run, when not to run.
And you notice his footwork was really good.
Footwork was on point. I thought his ability to manage the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventionally. Hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second down, Bradford. He'll get it outside to Gronkowski. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So this is the second consecutive week, as you look at the numbers, that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
A first down throw for Bradford. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the red zone now, Bradford. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now it's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Miller. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
Offense.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's a give to Miller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, what credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Here's Will Munday now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this. It's a fake. He finds some open field here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Roughing the passer. That's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Green, 39, Detroit, 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 Detroit.
The play clock's running down. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Play clock winding down. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Now it looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
And that's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even in goal line situations.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
holding offense.
They do not score, fellas. They do not score. Try that to the other side, not this side.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he puts it through. Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you're doing across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Bradford. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
We got trips up here. Trips up here. Here we go. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. He couldn't quite hold. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. Goes right side. Complete to Grunt. And he's brought down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. First down, Bradford. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry up. Bradford now to throw on 1st down. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. That's going to go. It's a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To the air again with Bradford. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And blocked down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll throw again. Bradford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, it's Bradford. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. To throw, Bradford. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. And he'll bang that one through. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Miller, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the defense. Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And an alley to run. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And quickly they get to the line. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might ride it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mud. Yeah, yeah, yeah.